Hey everyone, it's me Gavin Vengeance and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into some Goddess of Victory NIKKE dailies, just playing through, our usual stuff like we normally do over here, and then taking a look at a new operator trailer that came out for Arknights Endfield, the upcoming character, the 6-star Tong Tong, and then potentially just playing through some extra stuff that I've got to clue up in Endfield. We are hoping and praying that the new patch is live in the very near future. I believe it's probably only like a couple days or something. So again, we are very much like getting hyped up for that and anticipating it very much. I've also been covering a lot of like Honkai Star Rail stuff over here recently as well. So if you guys are one of the new subscribers, then thank you very much for giving me a chance. And rest assured, we will be covering Honkai Star Rail over here on a regular basis. I'm also planning on getting back into like Genshin and Zenless on Zero as well. So we've gotten a lot of things in the pipeline to be covering. So again, we are trying our hardest. Okay. So it's a lot. Okay. So the patch is live March 12th. Gotcha, for Endfield, so we'll look forward to that. But again, I've just been playing a lot of like stuff in my own time and watching some trailers and reacting to stuff, and I got a lot of other things that I want to cover over here as well. So again, we will be taking a look at all kinds of different things going forth. Don't fear, the content is here. We will be covering stuff, and just because I may not cover it one day does not mean that I don't plan on covering it. So again, stay tuned for a lot of that stuff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then I would highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy these sorts of streams and want to see more of that, and then also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming content, okay, and reactions and so on and so forth. Oh, it's meant for me. It's meant for me. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you. Yes, I am alive and I am well. Okay, thank you very much, Filippo. But with that being said, let's dive into it. All right, dudes, we are in game. As you can see, I just accepted my daily login. That's all. I did get EH, which is super fun. She's a cool character, in my opinion. I really like her. I was trying to build her just to see like what her usability was and everything, and I've been kind of playing around a little bit with her in like a win code comp, just to see, the viability versus like other win code units, because I know that, obviously we do have strong units in terms of like Liberalio and then also Scarlet Black Shadow, and I just wanted to see if there was like a use case for EH specifically, if she was properly built with the right stats and really like just focused on high investment, I guess is what we want to call that. I did test her out quite a bit. I do not have her completely built right now, but I was able to confirm essentially that she is almost like 600,000 currently in my setup damage less than Scarlet Black Shadow, and then also Liberalio, somewhere's within that range, just based upon my own stats and my own testing. I have also tried her with like other other compositions, and again, I can't really squeeze much more damage out of her, but she is a very good character. I don't think she is a must-have. I would say she's more collection purposes right now, or if you don't have access to Liberalio or Scarlet Black Shadow on your account currently, then she may be a viable option for you. Or if you're looking for somebody that can fit the bill in terms of like a Elysian team, like maybe you're looking for an Elysian member for towers, she could also be your girl, right? You could also use her in like Union or Solo Raid. Other great alternatives, right, or use cases, I guess, for her. But again, she is, in my opinion, very high investment if you want to get like significant enough feedback from her, right, in terms of investment. The more you invest, the more you will get out of her, is what I'm trying to say. And just keep that in mind if you do pull for her. Now, mind you, I do only have one copy of her. I do not have her max limit break. I've just been trying to like slowly build out her gear, slowly get her skills up a little bit, and again, just really try to like get her to a max out standpoint on my account. So again, take everything I am saying right now with a grain of salt, okay? It may be different in your scenario, but for me, a player that's been playing since the very beginning, she's she leaves a little bit to be desired, okay? Yeah, exactly, Filippo. Do not break the bank on EH. If you really like her character, if you've been wanting her for a long time, like myself, and if you have the funds at your disposal where it's not going to hurt you any, by all means, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get a copy of her. For me personally, however, it's just... I was willing to go a little bit further than I intended to in order to get her in my roster. Again, this is a character that has been teased for a couple of years now, right? And I was like, who is this character? Why does she look so cool? I love that look in her eyes, and it's just the aesthetic for me. And then, of course, we get the story of Enter Heaven, and immediately I'm sold, right? I'm like, okay, this is my girl. This is the character that I respect and I resonate with. This is the character I want to invest in. I am going to get her. I kind of want to, you know, get her max limit break, but at the same time, I don't really feel like the current burst animation for EH is like worth the investment as well, and that's, you know, it's kind of like, it hurts me to say that, but it's the truth, right? Like, the burst animation is not really like, yeah, I got to get her max limit break so that way I got the lobby screen altered. But I get it 100%. I get the explosive jokes. Don't get me wrong. I know what you're getting at, Filippo. But again, it's not her fault. She did not tell people to be terrorists. She did not want to send a message with fireworks. That was Crow's doing, okay, so I don't think we should be pinning the explosive jokes on her, in my opinion. I'm just going to put that out there. Obviously, yes, I do know that she is, you know, strapped with an explosive in case she decides to go back to the ways that she's being penned for. But she's not the person that did that. It was Crow's fault, and we got to witness that in the story, right? So, again, super unfortunate that, you know, she had to take on that responsibility, being the leader of Heavenly Ascension, or as it is called in the other languages, Enter Heaven, which, again, you know, coincides with the name of the event and everything. It sucks that she had to be the one to pay the price for that, and she's the one that's being punished. But, again, you know, the story is very well done. And again, I think it really makes me appreciate her a lot more as a character, especially learning about, like, her past, with her mother and with Ingrid, and, you know, the significance of her name being Elysian Harper. There were a lot of great moments in the story that made me a little more attached to EH. So, again, that's just my own reasoning for why I pulled for her. I should not do that yet. I have not done anything. But, again, the background music is freaking good too, right? Which tells me I should probably have my headset on because, you know, I do love the music, but, you know, whatever. Crow will definitely be punished later, 100%. She will get hers. Dude, I just can't wait to see where things go from here, right? I want to be alongside EH for the redemption arc, the entirety of the redemption arc. I want to see her potentially take up the responsibility of, you know, getting back in that position of, not power, but renown, right? Like, obviously she's regarded highly in the Outer Rim, but I want to see her also be, you know, respected in the arc as well, and I want them to rectify the issues that she's been plagued with, right? I want them to realize she was not the cause of those issues. Thank you again for all the new subscribers, man. Dude, the channel has been like popping off essentially since the last couple of like reaction videos I put out, which are you know, they're 2 hours in length. It's a lengthy video, but a lot of you guys have really been like showing some crazy support. We surpassed 6K subscribers because of those last couple of videos. And because of you guys, like, you know, taking the time to watch them, and then again, giving me the time of day to sit here and react to videos alongside you guys and enjoy that, and it's very humbling. I do very much appreciate it. I would love to continue to react to a plethora of different games and trailers, and I will be doing so going forward in the future as well, I'm going to, as I initially planned with like Genshin and Zenless and all that stuff as well, I do want to keep up with all of the trailers that are releasing. I will. It may take me some time to get around to them, but we are going to try to get a trailer out every couple of days, or a reaction out every couple of days, and I will very much be trying to cover the games that I like, the games that I enjoy, and, you know, without taking things to a point where I'm going to get my channel suspended or anything, but I will try to keep... no, I do not have a play button already, so I'm only 6,000 subscribers, man. That's not that much. I'm just a wee little YouTuber, okay? I'm just a little guy. I think the first play button is at, like, what, 100,000? I feel like it's at 100,000 subscribers or something. I have no idea. I can't remember. But we are a long way away from that. So do your part, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help me get my play button. That's not why I'm doing this, but I am doing this just because of my enjoyment of gaming. Again, I've stated that multiple times on the channel. I don't need to rehash it. This is not work for me. This is a hobby. This is something that I just enjoy doing every single day. And I am lucky enough to have a wife that supports that, and children that are like enthusiastic about me, you know, being down here making videos for YouTube, right? They think it's the coolest thing ever, and I'm like, you know, I'm not like the Roblox YouTubers that you guys are watching that have, like, you know, hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers. I'm just covering gacha games, man. and maybe one day I'll get there. I have no idea, but for the time being, I'm just happy sitting down, hanging out with you guys, talking about games, and just getting excited about stuff, right? That's what it's all about, man. That's the fun stuff. But again, very, very much looking forward to a lot of like the new upcoming updates in all of these games. Very much looking forward to new content, new trailers to react to, getting back into the games that I have, you know, kind of put on hiatus for a little bit over here on the channel, and just enjoying gaming in general, man. Will I be reacting to the HSR character trailers? Is that not what I did? I'm pretty sure that's what I did, Librarian. I'm pretty sure all of the character trailers were the ones that I reacted to, or do you mean like the animated shorts? Because I did the Myriad Celestia trailers yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I recorded those, and I uploaded it and edited and all that stuff. Did I not do the HSR character trailers? I'm fairly certain that's what it was. Because the one that I uploaded was called I Watched Every Honkai Star Rail Trailer, right? And I'm fairly certain that was the character trailers. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. But I thought that's what that was. Maybe, maybe not.
My voice is ready.
That's what it was called on Honkai Star Rail's official YouTube page. It was listed under a playlist called Character Trailers. So I thought that was what that was. Those were the demos? So what are the character trailers? I gotta look at their YouTube page now. You got me wondering, man. You got me wondering. Because that's what they have them listed as. I don't know, maybe they're confused. I'm not confused. They're confused. So if I go to Honkai Star Rail's page, we've got Keeping Up with Star Rail, improv tour trailer. So their sections are called character trailer. That's the ones that I watched. Then there's version trailers, which I'm guessing are for the updates. Then they had the Myriad Celestia trailers. I see no other categories on their page. Improv, tour trailer, 1 video, false constants, 3 videos, OST, 4 videos, fleeting glimmer, 37 videos. Maybe that's what it's listed as. Keeping Up with Star Rail, 70 videos. Version trailer, character trailer, cutscene, EPs, game show trailers, special programs. animated shorts are 20 videos. The monodrama animated short? Was that not the one for Sparkle? Right? Was that... maybe I'm confused. I thought I reacted to that.
I created the simulation room for fun after seeing the game made by a certain NIKKE.
Again, maybe I'm completely wrong. I have no idea, dude. I've just been going to Honkai Star Rail's page and just being like, you know what?
Great.
I'm gonna watch all of these in a row. I'm fairly certain Sparkle's monodrama was the one that I... well, you're saying it's animated short though, right? So the animated shorts I have not reacted to yet. Yeah, so that is definitely something that I need to cover. People were asking me to do the animated shorts as well, which I will do at some point. Dude, I have the memory of a rock, not even a goldfish. Okay, my memory is just non-existent. As was made apparent in the reaction videos I uploaded, okay? They were very... I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna watch these trailers alongside you guys. I've forgotten everything that I've experienced in this game within the first year that it released, because I only played for a couple months, and then I stopped playing, so... Again, you know, a lot of stuff, like, people were grilling me in the comments and all that stuff about, like, how did you forget this? How did you... Dude, I haven't played the game in, like, 2 or 3 years or something. It's been a while. I don't remember everything. But I will do the animated shorts at some point. I will. People told me that they're incredibly spoiler heavy, though, so maybe I shouldn't just yet. But I will at some point. I'm not sure when, but I will at some point. I promise you I will at some point. Yeah. my memory is just... It's bad. It is bad, dude. I've got the memory of an old man, okay? I'm not quite an old man yet, but I'll get there. Again, this is kind of where I was testing things. A review of the music concerts. Listen, I'll cover the music concerts 100%. I would just love to have context in terms of, you know, hearing the music first before I go to, like, the concert videos. I want to be able to draw those references, those comparisons, right? No, I appreciate you. Thank you. I really do. Like, I want as much information as I can get about these games before I go into them. And I don't want to be spoiled on everything. So I'll just say that outright. I don't mind being spoiled on certain aspects. I would prefer if I wasn't spoiled on things. But again, eventually you are going to encounter spoilers, especially if you're watching these trailers. They have a tendency to show you any and everything without any warning, which is why I got spoiled initially on Honkai Impact 3rd with the, you know, the true identity of Kiana and Bianca and all that stuff. That was not fun. But again, nature of the beast, that's what I get for reacting to trailers, you know, whenever I'm not caught up to things. Again, that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's a fact you gotta accept, I guess. So, when I get there, I will get there. But stay tuned. I would say if you're looking forward to the animated shorts, if you're looking forward to the concerts, they will be out in due time. It may not be immediately, like today or tomorrow or anything, but they will be out in due time when I get around to it. I'm going to throw on my headset because I want to hear the music. I'm going to try out, again, the EH team that I have here. I should also mention, I have pretty much, like,
I'll go with you.
Really went ham on her stat rolls. So I kind of spent a lot of gems just trying to get 3 bars for stats, and I got attack, max ammo, elemental damage, attack, max ammo, elemental damage, max ammo, crit rate, which I wish I did not have crit rate. I was going for attack percent, but whatever. And then I got elemental damage, max ammo, and then attack. So she's almost perfect rolls in terms of stance. Not quite percentage, but I really went high investment. At least I feel like that's high investment from my own perspective. I also wanted to replay a Honkai third. I would love to. I would love to pick up in the second half of Honkai Impact third, because that I feel would be a great experience. But I know a lot of people kind of like dropped off after, you know, the entire first arc concluded. Everything with, you know, Kiana and the moon and the flame chasers and all that stuff, you know, wrapping up. I have not played the game. How do I put that? I played the game since it's been like version whatever it's supposed to be, like, you know, Honkai Impact 3 2.0 or whatever, or the second arc. But I never really gave it a fair chance, I would say, right? So I played it. I did not really, like, go all out with it. That was probably a bad burst timing. I should be paying more attention. The first Arknights, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play Arknights in its entirety, just for you guys, okay? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I am really not, like, the greatest tower defense person. So... which is something else that I should probably mention about Arknights Endfield. I've been trying my hardest with the tower defense modes for each of the, like, settlements or whatever. I have not been doing fantastic with them, so I opted to use a guide. I opted to use a guide to help me through a couple of the defenses because they were incredibly tough. I am currently playing NIKKE, and welcome back to the stream, Commander. I appreciate you for stopping in, man. How you been? I hope you are well. I have been just, again, rambling about, like, trailer reactions and how the channel's been going recently. We've seen a lot of growth recently. It's been pretty wild, and I am incredibly thankful. So, very glad that I went back and, like, covered all those trailers that I did recently.
Under the light of the kingdom, now shall we?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I would love to be able to go back to Honkai Impact 3 and just relive all of those, like, tragic moments, because, man, that game broke my heart into a billion pieces multiple times. That is incredible. You know, it kind of even made me curious at one point to be like, I wonder if I could find a way to play Gun Girls. But I could not find how I could install or experience Gun Girls in a reasonable manner. So now I've got these Gun Girls to occupy my time. These Nikkes are my new Gun Girls, okay? Yep. They were very special, is right. Dude, that game is top tier story writing. And again, I really hope to experience more of that, and I feel like I'm going to get that with, like, Honkai Star Rail as well, right? So again, as you guys can see here, I hit 4,400,000. Her damage is 700,000, well, almost, yeah, 600,000 lower than Liberalio, right? She's not great in comparison, but, like, she's not bad either, you know? Scarlet Black Shadow does equivalent damage to Liberalio on my account, so again, it's whatever, you know?
This suffice to aid thee in thy journey, great hero?
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Yeah, I hear that the gameplay is not great in Gun Girls, but I do know that the story kind of follows really closely with Honkai Impact 3, so that was my reasoning for wanting to experience the story, just because, again, you know, I really like Kiana and May and Bronya, and just their story is incredible. You know, obviously Honkai Impact 3rd and the Flame Chasers and everything else was incredible as well. And I'm fully expecting to see that again with Honkai Star Rail once I eventually get to like Amphorius. Yeah, there's a lot of really like good moments that I can kind of see through witnessing these trailers recently.
Will you join me, subordinate?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I can see a lot of like
Think of adventure.
similarities for Honkai Impact 3rd and HSR's later chapters. Even Penacony seems really interesting to me too, right? So I can't wait to continue that, and I will. It's just I have not gotten around to fully committing to logging into those games every single day. Not again, not yet. And it's just that's just been due to like time or whatever, right, and work. So again, just pretty much worrying about doing some reactions for right now, and then streaming the games whenever I get a chance. Yeah, exactly, right? Alternate version, a different branch on the tree, right? A different bubble, as they put it, right? Bubble universes.
Back to it.
I get the gist of it. I remember a lot of the lore, but like every single detail I do not remember. I would be remiss to think that like I have that memory. My memory is not that, you know, great.
My hands are too slippery. Back to it.
But I also really want to get back into Zenless Zone Zero too, because I very much enjoyed that story. I feel like a lot of people didn't really give it the credit it deserved initially, just because like they did not like the TV system, which pretty much has been kind of like phased out as well. But I did very much enjoy the ending to the first arc in that game, and I do want to continue my playthrough because I am currently, I believe, still in the intermission. I have not started the second arc yet in Zenless, so I also want to explore that again. I want to take a look at like the character trailers that I have missed in ZZZ as well, so that's something else to also stay tuned to for the channel. I will be covering that game as well. I got to go back and cover a couple of like trailers that I missed for Genshin, because I know that they're pretty much like wrapping up like the Luna part now, I believe, right? Somebody again correct me if I am wrong, but they're kind of like that's coming to a close if it has not already. And then I missed out a lot of trailers as well for that. Yeah, I don't really understand the whole Welt thing either. Like, I do know that he is the same Welt. Very interesting character, so to speak. She met with Vita? Really? I do remember Vita.
Victory! Let's crack open some rum to celebrate.
That's very interesting.
That dessert was delicious.
What is this music? I don't remember hearing this background track.
Let's give it our all.
The music in this game, I think, is the biggest draw for me. Outside of, like, of course, the character designs and the story. The story is incredible. But initially, what really got me in to NIKKE was the music. I have not experienced, to this date, I have not experienced a gacha game with this level of music. I know that, you know, other gacha games hit when they hit, but not like this game. Not like this game at all, man. ZZZ is pretty damn close, I'll say that. Honkai Star Rail's also got some great tracks, but like, I am hard pressed in NIKKE to find a song that I don't like.
We have a star in our midst.
That is a massive win. When you have a hard time to think about a song that's like not that great, that says a lot about the game, okay? And again, the story moments, man, the character moments, the character growth. This game is very similar to Honkai Impact 3rd in terms of how much it is willing to rip your heart out when you least expect it. And then they will throw it on the ground and they will stomp on your heart. And they will make you feel all the sad emotions all at once. I promise you. This game is not just the game with the characters with the butts that bounce when you're shooting guns. It is a very emotional game, I promise you. The plot is actually bigger than the plot.
Let the games debut the winner.
I'm just saying, man. Just saying. That's not sus. That's facts, dude. Facts. The plot is definitely more so at the forefront than the plot. You gotta get past the main. Okay, look, you gotta get past the subplot to get to the main plot, okay? So the main plot of this game is actually the plot of this game, but the subplot is butts bouncing. And that's what the subplot of this game is. Once you get past the butts bouncing, you're going to end up getting into the story, and then you're going to experience the real reason why NIKKE is good. Okay? The story's fantastic. The characters are great. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue. There's a lot of betrayal and discovery and... Dude, it's... Ah, man. This game's just got the best universe. It truly does, man.
Ready?
Oh, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you paying the you know, yeah, dude, I am telling you, this story is peak. I promise you. I promise you. I know that a lot of people are like, I can't play, it's embarrassing. I don't care about being embarrassed. Okay. I like the game, and I'm willing to look past all of the lewd designs, which I personally appreciate. I think I have a lot of respect for developers that are willing to go there without, you know, censor and stuff. It's just, to me, that's art. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. It's art. And again, if you can get past that fact and you can actually experience the story, it's incredible. And the character designs are incredible. And the gameplay, while being incredibly easy if you just want to auto everything, you can eventually hit a wall where the game is going to be like, listen, you can either grind and continue to auto, or you can pick up your mouse or use your thumb on your screen and take control. And if you realize what you are doing, and if you are skilled enough for the high endgame content, you can succeed even though you are at a massive power deficit. And that's what I love about this game. No, it doesn't tell you you need to take control in order to be good at the game, but it allows you to take control to progress even further. If you have the desire to tackle the challenging content manually, the game has enough leeway, headroom for you to be able to pick up the controls and progress. And I love that. I love that. It encourages manual play for the hardest content. That's a beautiful thing that a lot of games don't really encourage. That's very interesting. I wonder why that is. I have no idea, man. That's very strange that it won't connect to the servers. That almost feels like it's like blocked or something in your region. That would be weird. But again, I love the game, man. I think it's, honestly, it's my favorite gacha game of all time. I have zero way of expressing it otherwise. Just truly is my favorite gacha game. I love a lot of other games, but nothing has hit like this game, man. Nothing has hit. It is incredible. The story, again, the characters, the music, just everything about it it's my favorite. But that is going to do it for the dailies, right? So I guess we should probably move into some Arknights Endfield content, which is also another great game. And I know a lot of people kind of, you know, didn't really get into it as much as we have over here on the channel. Yeah, man, this game knows how to hit you. It knows how to hit you right in the right moments, right in the feels, man. Just boom, boom. Yeah, well, ZZZ is also another great example of that, right? And that's why I can't wait to get back into the ZZZ content as well, which I will be doing. So again, stay tuned for those trailer reactions at some point.
10 points deducted.
But we're back here, face cam, my big face. I should probably put up the chatting screen. Again, bear with me, man. I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm losing my mind. Okay. But I'm going to shut that down, and we're going to bring up the PlayStation stuff eventually. I also have, again, a trailer up to watch for Arknights Endfield in the meantime as well. So we'll take a look at it. I also did not expect, you know, Endfield to, like, really, like, grip me as much as it has. I was hopeful, optimistic. I did want to experience more with Endfield. I did see the polish. I saw how the game was like really like grabbing my attention, and I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. It looks very good. I think this is the next big thing. Then I started to play it, and I got a little worried, right? I started seeing like the tutorials, the integration of the factory system and everything, and I was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if this is what I was hoping it was going to be. Maybe, maybe not. We'll keep progressing, and then eventually I got completely consumed by the factory system, and now the factory system is something that I love and adore, and something that I very much look forward to continuing to grow. So again, very, very much looking forward to experiencing more Endfield as time goes on. And then we had been covering it at length over here on the channel, so we will continue to cover this game. And then, of course, the other games as well, right? So now I have the screen up. I'm going to do the reaction screen. I think that should work, hopefully, maybe, possibly, perhaps. Is this working? Are we good? Can I put my camera over here? Yep, we're good. And then we bring up this little thingy. Bang! There we go. Okay, so we got the trailer up. It's a very short 48-second character, like, operator combat demo, right? That's what it is. For Tong Tong, our upcoming 6-star character that's releasing when? Enough talk, let's move. I can't remember when the patch goes live, but it goes live sometime soon in the near future. Again, anyways, I need to quit rambling. Let's take a look at the trailer. The 12th, right. Dude, she's super quirky, and I think given enough time to get accustomed to Tong Tong, you will grow to love her. Dude, she's got some cool abilities too, man. And I don't mean that with a pun because, you know, cryo. But I love that she is an AoE unit that works really well with other characters. And then her ult freezes time, dude. It freezes time. That's cool. Super useful. Again, pretty badass trailer in my opinion, okay? I don't believe there's anything else on the Arknights official page. Okay, so again, we were probably going to get the operator story for Tong Tong in the very near future, so we'll keep an eye out for that one. Am I going to do a Tong Tong cosplay? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That might be a little bit out there. I feel like I don't have the proper controller right now for my my PlayStation, so I'm gonna run out in the other room and grab that while we transition over to the stream screen, right? So let me go grab my controller. I'll be right back. We're good. We are good. I am also going to be trying to save some of my ore barrels. I'm with you on that one, Panda. I feel like I really want Tong Tong at my disposal, but I also really want Rosie. I also really want Zhuang. That's probably my absolute must-have character is Zhuang. But then I also want what's her name? Mifu? Is it Mifu? I can't remember her, the name of the other like dragon-esque girl, like the general. Dude, she's freaking cool. There's too many characters that are awesome in Endfield, okay? And it really bothers me that I don't have the resources to recruit every single one of them. Like, I want Yvonne as well, but I kind of don't want to break the bank on Yvonne. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, let's swap over to the PlayStation, okay? I'm gonna see if I can't get stuff set up here as well. So give me a second to adjust all of the things I need to on my end. That way I can get the game running properly and make sure that I'm not missing it on anything. And my controller's dying too, so that's fantastic. Why did my window just resize? That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Not intended. Stop doing this, game. This is really not cooperating with me today. I have no idea why. Anywho, we are going to go into Endfield. As you guys can see here, I do have ZZC and Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact installed as well. So again, I will be covering those games. Rest assured, they will be here. I promise you. Okay. This should be decent enough, maybe, possibly. And if I need to adjust anything, I will. So you can bear with me.
Arknights.
I want to save up some more, but I also made a pact to myself, kind of not spend money on gacha games in 2026. Because I have been known to, not wail, but I've spent my money wisely, you know, when it comes to gacha games, monthly passes and so on and so forth. But this time around, this year, I have not even bought a monthly pass for NIKKE, right? So that's kind of like where I'm at going forward. And it's not that I don't want to support the developers. I just feel like I have supported all of these developers enough thus far that I just need a break. I need a break from spending. And I want to be more relatable. So again, as you guys can tell here, and as I stated in the beginning, I did rely on a guide to help me with the tower defense aspect, because I just could not grasp it. I was putzing around, doing my own thing in my own time, trying to get through them. But these are the quests that I do have remaining now. So we don't really have a ton to go through. Not from what I can tell. We've got enough to go through. Like, I've got a lot of ore barrels that I can acquire by going through these quests. So we're going to work on those today, right? And then, of course, I'm going to do my dailies. Location marked by the proto-sync. Sure, man. Okay, so I got to go over this way. Gotcha. Wait, what? Why did I track that? I didn't want to track the zipline tower. I wanted to teleport. Anything but Genshin. I don't know, man. I do want to play Genshin. I want to play through it. I want to get caught up. I want to experience Nod Cry, because I have not. And everybody keeps telling me it's a really good chapter. But I am still at the beginning of Natlin, so I've got a lot of stuff to cover in order to get up to that point. Try scanning for robots? Oh, I've done this one before. I just can't remember where they all are. So, I'll do my best to find them. And, Then we'll continue on with some questing, okay? So yeah, bear with me as I bumble through all this crap. That's a piece of a robot. Oh, it's up on the hill. Okay. Gotcha. Dude, Zhuang Fangyi is like the absolute coolest character. That it was a must-have. When I was introduced to her, I'm like, okay, this is like my Raiden Shogun, okay? Like, this is the character that I know I have to have. All right. My favorite girl currently, I don't know, man. I really like Gilberta. Maybe I'm a little bit biased just because she's a courier.
I pulled it off.
Maybe, I don't know. I do really like Gilberta. The History of the Universe is like a children's fairy tale. Oh, it is 100%. It's definitely geared more towards the everybody audience, right? It's not as dark as the other Hoyo games, right? Yeah, dude, Gilberta's story quest is freaking great. She's just a cool character, and she's super usable, which I love. Like any character with a vacuum ability, you know, you know how that goes. If they can vacuum enemies, they're a must-have. We love that about her, okay? What, you can control gravity and vacuum enemies into a single point for me to attack all of them seamlessly? Sign me up! Like the story of N102? You mean Anne? I agree. 100%. And don't think that I didn't catch that reference. I know what you're talking about. Lavatane's great. Absolute character. For me, though, the one that I needed to get initially, right? I wasn't 100% like sold that I needed to get her until I got to see a little bit of her story, and I'm like, okay. Like, this operator trailer solidifies that I need to get to know her. And then once I did her operator story in-game, the quest, I was like, all right. I have to have a copy of Lavatane now. It had to happen. I was really hoping there was going to be some ore barrels for me on that refresh. Unfortunately, there was not. Oh, well. It is what it is. EH's event quest, in my opinion, I loved it. In the vast majority of the public's opinion, it was mid. But I'm a little bit biased because I was kind of like anticipating EH for, you know, multiple years. So, kind of got a little bit of bias there. Surtur yesterday. Oh, nice. Congrats. I'm going to guess you mean in Arknights and not Arknights Endfield, right? Because that's what her other iteration is called, right? The Terran version is called Surtur. The air cannon? I did like EH's story quest. I really thought it was great. I thought it added a lot of story that I'd often wondered about. You know, the significance of her name. I didn't realize that she was quite literal a half-sister to Ingrid. I also did not realize that she wanted to do what she felt was, you know, justice for the people of the Outer Rim. I honestly really appreciated the backstory for EH, and I think it shows a lot about her character that we would not have gotten to know otherwise, right? We all just seen her as like the leader of a terrorist group that's trying to now be the leader of Exotic. So here's where I'm at a crossroads. I kind of really want Yvonne, but I also don't really want to spend another 10,000 ore barrels. But I'm not quite sure how this works, so I'm going to rely on you guys to inform me. So I look at my ore geometry, and I have 54 of them. Does that mean up top that one ore geometry gets converted into 4,050 ore barrels? Or does that mean that my 54 equals 4,050 ore barrels? Because that would be like a horrible conversion rate. I feel like it's one ore geometry is 4,050. But again, maybe I'm wrong in saying that. The reason I ask is because... Wait, 1 equals 75? One equals 70. Oh, that sucks, dude. Ugh. Man, that sucks. So, like, we're really strapped for ore barrels. Holy smokes, that's brutal. Because I'm kind of like, I really want Yvonne. She's a cool looking character, and doing her operator story made me want her a little bit more. Because initially, like, she wasn't my favorite. I freaking hate the accent and how it changes all the time. And then also, I really don't like her angsty, like, attitude. But then, like, the operator story kind of really made me appreciate her a little bit more. And I'm like, I kind of want at least a copy of her. But then also, the only reason I want to do, like, 20 more pulls is because I'm kind of like, I can get the dossier, and that'll give me a free 10 pull for Tong Tong. But I'm spending 20 pulls to get a free 10 pull. Is that really, like, a smart idea? Because I'm probably not going to get Yvonne if I do these 2 10 pulls. But then realistically, I'm getting 10 pulls back, so it's kind of like I'm only doing a 10 pull, which means I'm only getting like 5,000 ore geometry or ore barrels gone, realistically. Do you guys think I should do another like 20 pulls to get the dossier and try my luck? Or should I just keep saving? I'm at a crossroads, and I don't know what to do. I'm asking you guys to tell me what to do with my free-to-play currency, okay? I am going to take 29 of my ore geometry and spend that on the next protocol pass. You do not know. Uh-oh. Yeah. See, that's the other thing, right? Like, I don't... Like, is she useful without her weapon? Because I kind of don't really want to, like, pull on the weapon banner as well until I get... Like, I really want Zhuang. Okay. I really want Zhuang. Save up for Pikachu? Rossi? I mean... Well, you mean Zhuang. You mean Zhuang. I really should. I really should. But it's so tempting because I've already done so many pulls, man. I would hate to miss out on her. I would really hate to miss out on her. Because she's a really good DPS unit, right? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be strapped. I'm going to be strapped. And that does not make sense for me to spend so much extra recklessly. It really does not make sense. As much as I want her, man, it does not make sense. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, right? There's 80 pulls to guarantee I'm going to get a copy of her. 20 more pulls does not mean I'm going to get her. But 20 pulls is going to get me a dossier towards Tong Tong, who I also want to recruit. But I also kind of don't really want to break the bank on Tong Tong either, right? Like, see, my reasoning for wanting Tong Tong is purely mechanical. Kind of as it is for, like, Gilberta. Like, Gilberta, I really like the vacuum ability, right? So that's kind of why I went all out for her. And I made sure that I got one potential for her, because that increases the radius in which I can vacuum the enemies up. So that was a purely mechanical reason behind why I wanted her, okay? I don't really have a purely mechanical reason for wanting Yvonne, so it kind of doesn't really make much sense for me to continue to pull for her, other than the fact that she is a really strong DPS. Tong Tong, however, has that ability there, the mechanic ability that I really like about freezing time to take advantage of you know, additional attacks within that time frame, preventing enemies from leaving the screen temporarily if they tend to jump off the screen, like a certain said boss, as was showcased in the special program, right, the devlog. So that's a purely mechanical reason as to why I would want Tong Tong, right? And I would hate to get into a situation in the future where I'm presented with a boss that I need to face, but could be incredibly difficult if I can't freeze them before they do something big and detrimental. So, you know, you see where I'm at, right, with this? Like, I don't want to prioritize meta, but I don't want to be stuck if I'm faced with a threat that's going to require a certain ability or is going to benefit drastically from having a certain teammate. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Miyashi. It is definitely not challenging enough to chase Tong Tong, but the point I'm trying to get at is that, like, who knows, right? A little bit later on down the road, if we encounter a boss that we want to be able to freeze in place, that may be difficult, could be incredibly beneficial. That's my only reasoning for Tong Tong. Yvonne, strictly DPS character, I don't think it's really that important to pursue her. The only reason that I would try to go and get Yvonne is just because I like the character and how they are, and now I do actually appreciate her personality a little bit more than I initially did, and of course, you know, aesthetic, she's a great looking character, so I just think about down the road if we get an additional outfit and I'm like, damn, I wish I had that character, the outfit is fantastic, you know. But the utility is my draw for Tong Tong, that and the AoE, right? So I feel like mixing and matching Tong Tong with Gilberta, vacuuming the enemies and then AoEing those enemies at the same time with a cryo ability could be a 1-2 combo that I would love to be able to take advantage of, right? And that goes outside of like challenging content per se. Anyways, I've done a lot of rambling. I need to go and spend some of the stuff for the discount. I have no idea what to do. And then again, as you guys can tell, I have not completed everything yet in this game, in the index, right? I've been working my way downtown. No, I've been working my way through farming certain things, certain materials and upgrade abilities and all that stuff, right? Am I guaranteed going to get Tong Tong? I don't think so. I will do maybe a 10 pull just to see if I get lucky. Or maybe like a couple 10 pulls until I get the free 10 pull. But we'll see. I don't know. I haven't really 100% decided on that yet. Well, I mean, that's another part too, right? It's just, like, I don't know. I also don't know how, the longevity of these characters, their viability, like, long-term either, right? So, no matter what, you're kind of taking a risk depending on whichever characters you're pulling for until they're proven to be, like, incredible. Probably should be mindful with my resources. That's more than likely the best choice to be making. Just follow what other people are saying and seeing whether or not I should break the bank. And I feel like Zhuang Fengyi is going to be one of those characters. Oof. Dude, I am, like, not paying attention at all. I could be dodging a much better rate than I am. But, it's whatever. Oof. Yeah, that's kind of where my head's at right now, too, right? The way I am, I feel like I have, like, godly gotcha luck, and I don't. But I blame NIKKE for making me feel that way, okay? I've felt time and time again that luck has always been on my side, and then, maybe it's because I was actively paying for a lot of, like, stuff in those games as well, but I am not, and I have not paid for anything in Arknights yet, okay? So, I definitely got to be a little more mindful with my ore barrels. And no worries, Panda, thank you very much, I appreciate it. You do whatever you have to, I will be here, and if you miss everything, don't fret. It'll be a part of the past streams playlist if you ever want to go back and watch the remainder of it. That's kind of what I'm striving for over here on the channel anyways, right? It's just, again, hanging out, playing games with you guys, shooting the breeze, and occasionally I will put up a trailer reaction or a long reaction, whether it be multiple trailers or a concert or whatever else. We're just chilling, man. We're taking it easy. We're not treating this serious. At least I'm not. But I did take a lot of criticism for the last reaction for the Myriad Celestia trailers. And people pointed it out. They were very quick to be like, did the comments really get to you that much? And they kind of did. I won't say they like really like got under my skin, but it definitely made me like a little more mindful and curious to see whether or not, like, if I took the criticism to heart, would people still complain? Or, you know, would they be given nothing to complain about right at that point? And I do feel like I'm probably still going to get complaints. But I went ahead anyways, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to shut up during the trailers. Keep my chatter to a minimum. I'll pause whenever I need to speak. And, I haven't gotten as many complaints, I'll say that much. I don't think it was necessary, but, again, for the people that aren't used to the channel, for all the newbies or whatever, right, and don't understand, like, how I normally approach things, which is a very raw, like, one-to-one, this is me on video, and I do not try to overly edit anything. I try to keep it very much, like, pure, right? I don't fake anything. I don't phone shit in. That's kind of tends to be how I approach my videos in the past, and it was very odd to have to be like pausing trailers in the middle of it to make comments and stuff like that. Like I'm usually just like a creature of the moment, right? So I see something cool, immediately I start like freaking out. And I don't like pausing trailers because I think like one of the things for me personally, whenever I was watching reaction videos before I started like making my own videos and stuff, a lot of times it used to annoy the shit out of me when somebody would pause the trailer in the middle of reacting to it, right? I'm like, this is not genuine now. It feels like it could be pre-watched. It feels like it could be unnatural or acted or whatever, right? It just, I don't know. But I also have to take into account that not everybody is me, right? And everybody kind of has their own opinions about how content should be made, and everybody else enjoys what you enjoy. And I can also appreciate wanting to experience a trailer, wanting the person that is reacting to the trailer to soak up all the information they can and try to retain it and not, you know, miss out on things because they were rambling. I get that. I get it. I appreciate it. But I definitely do think that, like, you know, YouTube, I don't treat the comment section as seriously as like a lot of other creators. They really, like, a lot of people really are affected by the comments. But for me, it was just more curiosity just to see whether or not, like, I would still get complaints about how the style was, right? I am going to continue to be myself. First and foremost, I will never change that. But for the Myriad Celestia, I knew that there was going to be a lot of like information contained within those trailers, stuff that I would be reamed on if I did not try to absorb in some capacity. And I was like, you guys want to see it, so I'm going to cover it, so I'll do it justice, you know? In the best way I can. Which was essentially amounting to me being like, I have no idea what's going on. And I'm straight here telling you guys I have no idea what's going on because I have not played this game in years. That was a lot of information to take in, but I didn't really quite get 100% of it. I kind of understand bits and pieces of it, but, you know. Anyways, that's essentially the summary of that video, right? It's hard to take in all that information in a single 2-hour sitting. I don't care who you are. It's, unless you're studying for it like an exam, it is it's not easy to just go into something blindly and be like, I retain all knowledge, unless, you know, again, photographic memory maybe, what have you. I have a peanut for a brain, so I'm working with what I got, alright? Unapologetically me, at the end of the day. Dude, the freaking burst animations in this game are incredible though, right? Like, everything is just so polished in this game, it's nuts. I don't know. How do I put that? I really like the audio as well in this game, and I like the audio design, but I feel like a lot of people really like put an emphasis on, you know, Hypergriff or Griffline, really being like an audio company, right? And they're like, it's no surprise coming from a music company. And then I listen to a lot of the music in game, and I'm like, yeah, it's good. But it's not like NIKKE good, you know? It's like... So, like... I'm appreciative. But a lot of you guys were really giving this company, like, a lot of glaze. And I'm like... You know, partially I'm like, I kind of understand. But then the other part of my mind's like... I don't get it. I don't get it. Have you guys not played NIKKE? That's got some great music. But anyways, I'm not going to compare, you know, apples to oranges, whatever else. I'm just going to appreciate the games for what they are. Every game that I continue to play going forward, I will appreciate them for what they are. I will not try to compare. But I just always found that interesting. Because the background tracks for the fights are kind of like... I could bop along with them, but they don't like get me like super hyped, you know? I feel like this factory is completely at a standstill. Everything's clogged, nothing is moving. Just the way I intended. Perfect. Oh well. I feel like I've got a lot of resources at my disposal. I'm not too concerned about it. What the heck? I was like, why does this cow thing, or beast, sorry, have a shop tied to it? That was so weird. Birdo muck. Okay, so this has got to be like my second farming plot then, right? Amber rice. Sure, man. I'm gonna buy up all your seed. Backpack is... Oh, dude, really? I didn't... Ah, how did I not... I am famous for not quick stashing my backpack. Oops. I did it again, man. I did it again. Do I need that many pylons? Probably not anymore. Not right yet, at least. That's good. I probably just deposited the seeds that I needed to.
Hi.
Yes, I need more seeds, please. Are these all seeds? I'm gonna leave it at that, dude. Let's go see what this character has to say. I am the administrator. Oh, okay, so maybe this might be the area in which I can actually utilize the sprinkler system. The reason I say that is because I remember when I was doing like the research or whatever for this area, one of the first things I went to, I was like, I gotta have hydroponics. And then I couldn't find out what sort of use they would be to me, right? And it seems here, as this states, up front needs sprinkle. So probably gonna have to run a pump from this body of water here, this river, and then set up some hydroponics over here more than likely, right? Something tells me. Place the amber rice plot. Again, I have no idea what the optimal position is for this, but I'm gonna try to set them all out as best as I can. Rye read. More than likely gonna need those pumps crafted as well. But again, I will go back and do that if I need to. Alright, so again, there are spacing limitations. Seems like it's 3 cells away from the previous one. Hello, Solana. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a great day. I am currently farming. We're playing Stardew Valley right now. It just looks a little bit upgraded. I've installed this mod pack, and apparently it was supposed to really improve the graphics. I've still yet to complete the community center, but I'm trying my hardest right now to figure out like how the farming works. It's been a long time since I played Stardew Valley, so the farm simulator, yeah, farm simulator, exactly. Yes, this is farm simulator. Have I already completed the entire story of Stardew Valley? No, I have not. I was gonna do the Joja Corp route, but instead I opted to do the not Joja Corp route. I don't know anything about Stardew Valley, man. I don't know anything about Stardew. I need to place these things in my backpack, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, exactly, right? So there you go. This game has a way to grow on you. Not a JoJo reference. Not JoJo's a Bizarre Adventure or whatever the freaking heck it's called. Joja Corp. Come on, man. I know that much about Stardew. Look, I got sprinklers. I even got fluid tanks. I got a fluid supply unit. Now I need a pump, which I thought I had Oh, there they are. Fluid pump. Yeah, exactly, right? Like this game.
Just go ahead and waste your time.
The factory must grow. The factory must grow at all costs. Farm must grow. We must grow the farm because we actually need to grow amber rice. So there you go. Let's put it in a pump. We're gonna pump some water, guys. We're gonna pump some water. Oh, I need a pylon. Great. You haven't done much with the farm yet? Well, you're about to see me not do much with the farm either, because I have no idea what I'm doing a lot of times, and we just try to wing stuff over here, okay? I got a feeling that this is all just gonna work seamlessly, and I'm not gonna encounter any issue whatsoever. Ever. How am I supposed to angle the sprinkler? I've got a conundrum on my hands. Let's see how this works. Sprinkler. Yeah. That goes here like this. Okay, so that's only gonna do one plot, right? So realistically, if I want it to hit... Oh, it can only do 2 plots at a time. That's rough. I don't like that. Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, right? So, I guess I just better suck it up. Yup. Suck it up, Gavin. Suck it up. We will throw this in between the plot, then. Right? Does that make sense? Expansion. This pipe is not right. We'll angle it that way. There we go. Now we got a sprinkler that's going to function. I'm gonna... Whoa! Okay, I got a lot of farm space here. Yeah, definitely gonna need that second pump. I know that I can, you know, split these pipes. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Well, shit. That's not... No, okay, so I need to put a splitter in here. We need a pipe splitter. Pipe splitter. There we go, that's better. 6 weeks since the game started? Has it really? That's crazy, dude. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've been, like, barely doing anything in this game. That's not the best placement, but you know what? I don't even care. It's still gonna hit it. How do I activate the sprinkler, though? Again, I don't know. I don't know how this works. Maybe it just does it periodically. Maybe I need to germinate the plots first. That's probably what it is. The weeks are indicated in the protopass. More resources are needed. I mean, sure. There's a lot of new factory upgrades coming though, right? In the patch as well. They were talking about it. So I fully expect to see. Ah, crap, dude. A lot of different materials becoming available. Right? They're talking about like managing sewage in the next patch. Like, look at all this space I've got, okay, to be doing stuff. And then they were also talking about another 2 forges being able to be set up. So that means we'll be able to produce even more Sheeranite. So that's interesting. Just gonna put that out there. That's very interesting. How many more do I make of these? 4? Then I should go and do some crafting in my backpack. And I am going to make more plotting plants. What should I make, dude? Ryereed, maybe? Or maybe this red jade. I'm gonna do red jade for 3 plots? No. So I've got 5 right now. I should do another 5. We should manage the sewers. We've got to clean out all of the sewers because we want to make sure that the Ninja Turtles have a cleanly abode. That's proper English. Yep, the Ninja Turtles must have proper sanitation in their home. Okay? Dude, somebody needs to slap me. Let's go. A depot bus can be put anywhere on the plot. Loader, unloader can be placed all around it. Yes, you are right. To an extent, right? Now, in saying that, we also have no... What am I trying to say, dude? I'm blanking. We have no access to that on the farm, though, right? You could go and plug your modem? Well, then before you go and plug your modem, then maybe I should hit you with a 6-7. And now you have a reason to unplug your modem. That one's for everybody that gets that reference, okay? You've been here watching the channel long enough, alright? What am I looking for, dude? My backpack. Plots. Thank you. 3 and 3. We'll place it here. So this sprinkler also needs a Sheeranite pylon, right? That is going to account for 6 plots, which means that this should also account for 6 plots. How close did I place it? I placed it like literally on the plot. Yeah. Yeah, I would never, ever make you want to bang your head against the wall. I promise. That's not what I'm here for, okay? I'm here to be your friend. Alright, let's put down our remaining 4 plots. Here, somewhere. Are those going? Those aren't probably gonna be. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Who knew? Okay, so we'll do that, and then I will put another 3 sprinklers up, which I should have created. Right? Yep, I've got 3. We have got 3. We are good. Good to go. So this will hit. Ah, dude, I screwed up. So realistically, these should be like here-ish. Ah, yep, I messed that one up big time. I'm trying to be like meticulous with the placement, if that makes sense. Like I kind of want them to be in unison, but I want them to be near each other. Dude, what do I do? What do I do? I need more. Must construct additional pylons. Yes. Listen, my brain is fantastically working right now, okay? It's working overtime, okay? I promise you. This is not, if you think this is all I'm capable of, you haven't seen anything yet. And again, I also have no idea why I'm running a separate pump here, but you know what? I also don't care. I'm just gonna run a pump, and then that is just it. Wait, that's a supply unit. What am I doing, dude? Stash. That is not what I intended on placing there. That's better. I'm gonna put in a splitter here. Why do I still have one plot in my inventory? Like I'm missing a. I've only planted 9 plants. I should have had 10. Splitter. Why does it do that? Splitter? No, that's not what I want to do. Shit, dude. Let's split them out this way then. You know what? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do everything in unison, and it's just gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna all look like very nice, and then I completely screw it up like normal. Oh well. There you go. That's my rinky-dink little setup here. I am going to throw a plot down here where it looks very much in line with all of the other plots. Meticulously placed to just look the best. Yep, that works. So now maybe I should germinate, right? Is that how this is all gonna start? Now will my sprinklers work? Oh, look, the sprinklers are going off, guys, look! The sprinklers are sprinkling. Yeah! Look at all that water sprinkling out of there. Dude, I did a thing. Now my sprinklers are working. Now we got plants growing. Dude, look at all my rice and all my ginseng. It's not going to be the twin? The half anniversary? For what? For what? What game? Huh? That's really cool though. I got a sprinkler system set up, man. This is cool. This is good stuff. I do feel like maybe I need another 2 like plants crafted here, though. Just maybe. They're not in my backpack, though, right? No, I got Yazan seed. Okay, so I can probably still craft a couple things. It's gonna be Anise and Neon? Well, we don't know until we know, right? That's the other part of it. I definitely feel like it should be Anise and Neon. That would make sense, considering the fact that they are, you know, the characters that have really been at the forefront of the characters in the main story for a while now. And, you know, it would kind of definitely fill out the roster in terms of having, you know, Anise and Neon and Rappy all in their improved forms. Neon because of Deep. Anise is just because of an armament, though, right? Like, Anise never really, like, underwent an upgrade, so to speak. Yeah, if it's gonna be those units at the same time, like, I don't know, right? Like, I don't really read into spoilers or leaks or whatever else. Like, I don't really, like, try to follow that stuff. And again, I don't know. Like, to me, I won't believe what it is until it's in-game, you know? Personally. And maybe people are aware. I have no idea, dude. But for me, personally, I'm not gonna speak on it until it's in-game. Because that's just how I've always treated NIKKE. But yeah. I don't know. If that's what it's going to be, that's going to be very hard on everybody's funds, right? Very hard on everybody's funds. But again, it makes sense story-wise if that's the case, right? If that's what it ends up being, it makes sense. I'm all for it, but it will be very costly. Very costly. Because, you know, they're not going to be limited units if that's the case, though. So they will be in-game for the foreseeable future. It's just they're going to have increased rates if they are the half-anniversary units. But again, I'm not even going to keep talking about it. I mean, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. Hansel and Gretel, dude, you got some high hopes, man. We're not going to see Hansel and Gretel for a long time. And they're also not on the side of humanity, right? From what we understand, they've kind of like, they're the bad guys. If you've been paying attention to the story, they're the bad guys now. They're not on our side anymore. We could probably turn them to our side, but they're not on our side anymore. That was stated by Siren, right? Siren was the one that said that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea why I'm just here, like, staring off into space. What the heck am I trying to do? Right, I'm trying to get rid of that screen. Gotcha. I know, I did. Listen, I am with you. I want to fix them. I want them to be recruitable. I want to see them in the story again. I also don't think that we should be seeing them before we see the 4 beasts recruitable. I'll say that much. Right? I want to see the 4 beasts recruitable. I want Behemoth. I want Bahamut. I want Ziz and Leviathan. I don't really want Ziz and Leviathan. I want Bahamut and Behemoth. I get the other two, but I want Behemoth. Okay? I want Behemoth, man. 4 beasts, that's on my radar more than anybody else. Hansel and Gretel, I would like to see eventually, and we will get there, but we're not going to see them for a while. I want Rose. Give me Undead Rose. I want Undead Rose recruitable. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hit me with the Rose. Make Mirror. No, don't make Mirror recruitable. I do not want to see Mirror recruitable. I would like to see a shot animation for Mirror, but I don't want to see Mirror recruitable. She is not redeemable, in my opinion, okay? Just gonna put that out there. Now, where was I? I'm getting sidetracked with all this NIKKE talk, man. You guys are getting my juices flowing, okay? The road is rough. Rough. Let's. Sorry. Old factory. We're gonna head into the hub base, and we're gonna continue on with this main quest. Sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I'm apologizing. Yeah, dude. I don't want Mirror recruitable. I do want Rose. I want to see Rose and Scarlet meet up, but we're probably not going to see that until Scarlet gets her body back as well, right? So we've got Scarlet, Rapunzel, and Noah getting rebuilt, right? They got bodies, from what we understand, or they need bodies. So we're going to see an upgrade for them, with Eden technology for the weapons and everything. So that's something cool to look forward to. We got mention of it at the very least, right? So once we get Scarlet back, then I want to see Scarlet bump into Rose. That's going to be a crazy moment. And yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool story moments that I want to see unfold. And a lot of characters I do want to see recruitable. But in saying that, I do think that Anise and Neon should be our next recruitable characters. I truly do think they should be the next characters. So hopefully they are. Hopefully it's legit.
Of Endfield Industries?
And if it's not, it's not. But it would make sense if it was.
Yes. That will be me. I didn't expect your company to send someone so young-looking.
I am not young.
My name is Hartman, Senior Marketing Specialist of Erickson Trading House. This is my business card. Please, add me to your list of contacts. Huh? You're actually the administrator?
In the flesh.
Of course. I just didn't expect the administrator would personally come to meet me. This deal must be extremely important to your organization.
Dude, Doro's awesome. You're crazy. You're crazy, man. I love Doro. Nobody really encapsulates that, like, mastermind vibe, right?
So, as per our previous agreement,
she's just man.
product demo.
Woo, dude. I don't know. I love Doro. I really do.
Ready to give a product demo? I've marked the zipline deployment sites. That hill over there has the required elevation and a pretty decent view. It's perfect for showcasing the capabilities of our zipline. Let's go there.
I mean, say what you will, Cost. Say what you will. But I mean, if we didn't get so many Doro arcs, then we wouldn't have Summer Dorothy. And I think Summer Dorothy is probably one of the best shot animations in the game, okay? So, I don't know. I want to see more Doro, okay? I'm never mad when Summer Dorothy is shooting her shotgun on my screen. I'm never mad. So, I rest my case. I rest my case.
Honestly, I'm a little nervous.
And then also she came along with Summer Elig as well, right? So, I mean, double whammy. Double whammy.
Well, you'll be witnessing the true capabilities of Endfield soon enough. Edmund, let's lay down the first zipline pylon.
What?
Yeah, you know, I will agree with that 100%. The 1% limited was incredibly, like, oof. Like, it was costly, dude. Like, it was costly. Like, that costs an arm and a leg. Wait, what? Was I supposed to do something? You could just use gold tickets. You are right. Unfortunately for me, I had blown the entirety of my my tickets by that point, because Stellar Blade collab, right? Stellar Blade collab happened, and that is what I saved all of my gold tickets for. I had an astronomical amount of gold tickets, and I spent every last one of them because I love Stellar Blade. It says that I need to deploy a zipline. Who wants to fly on a zipline? I do. It is not powered, which means I'm gonna need one of these thingies. And that's also gonna require me to run power to a relay, which I also do not have set up currently. So that kind of sucks. Do I run my relay here? Sure, man. I don't know where my nearest relay tower is. We're gonna have to take a look at the map. I'm not gonna go across the chasm to place it. I'm gonna have to go this way, right? Because I need to provide power to this damn thing. "13 limited NIKKE banners and within a few weeks." You are right. You are right. I had a lot of gems stashed, but I've been pulling needlessly on banners that, as I've just essentially said, were needless. You know, for example, case in point, I spent a lot of gems on EH just getting, well, not a lot of gems, but I spent gems on EH just trying to get her. So that was kind of unnecessary, right? I spent gems on collab characters that I didn't really need, but I didn't want to miss out on not having them. Burning them Arknights? You know, Papillon's been on the bench for a long time. Papillon would be a great character to have access to at some point. I do feel like we should probably get another big piece of backstory for Papillon as well. So, I'd be up for it, personally. It does give me more gold tickets. I have been acquiring gold tickets, but I've also been spending gold. I think I have like 140 gold tickets right now or something. It's not much. It's not as much as I'm used to having.
Every 80 meters. Our client is waiting for you at the hilltop of the starting location.
Hey-oh! Wait, it wants me to place another zipline here? So I'm essentially replacing this one then, right? Is this the location it wants me to place? It is, it is. I really need to produce more batteries. Just saying. Okay, so this is Hartman here. Pylon, zipline, thingy. It says it's too far. It's restricted. Can I put it here, maybe? Ah, shit, I don't have another, electric pylon. Great. Yay. Ah! Why do I need to be running power lines everywhere in the worst locations possible? I'm just gonna teleport back here after I go to the core ASE area. That's a good solution. But yeah, anyways, I spent a lot of my resources on Eve and Raven. Even though Eve and Raven are not like the best characters ever, I know that they are, you know, far from it. It's just the fact that they quite literally are probably my favorite characters ever. That have ever been introduced as a collaboration for NIKKE. So I really wanted them at my disposal, and I wanted to pay homage to my love for Stellar Blade by making sure that I got them both Core 7. So I completely maxed out both characters, and that's where I spent all of my resources. Yeah, it's a bit of a blunder, whatever, sure. Yeah, I probably could have spent my vouchers more wisely, but at the end of the day, you like the characters you like, right? And I really, truly do. What the hell, dude, did I just do? I really, truly do love those characters. So I was willing to spend what I had at my disposal in order to get the max save, right? Again, just because my love for Stellar Blade, which again is just a game that I covered in its entirety over here on the channel. If you guys want to watch that, you can find it in its own playlist. It is an incredible game. I think it deserves way more love than it was given. I think all the critics, in my opinion, are fucking stupid. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to put that out there for slamming the game, for being too revealing or over-sexualizing women or whatever else. They can go fuck themselves, because that game is incredible. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff as well in terms of, you know, Shift Up not really seeing eye to eye with Sony going forth. We'll have to see how that plays out. But if Sony's going to keep imposing restrictions on Stellar Blade going forth, or Shift Up's games that are being on the platform going forth, then I can't blame them for wanting to just put the game on PC and then say, you know what? It's available on all platforms. We're not being bound by one company's decision to try to, you know, bear down on us and tell us to enforce alterations to outfits for characters or whatever else, or just not give the game the representation or recognition that it deserves, because it's a high quality game. And again, I think the critics are morons for panning the game or blasting it and putting it all over social media like, this game, it's 2026, it hurts my feelings, or 2025, it hurts my feelings. I can't stand that this game's got a character that's fully clothed, but she's sexualized. It hurts my feelings. I'm gonna ignore Nier Automata and every other game like Bayonetta and Lollipop Chainsaw and every, you know, screw Stellar Blade. I hate it. Come on, man. Right? Come on, man. Yeah, unrealistic beauty standards. And then you've got all these, like, YouTube videos of people being like, I feel like the developers never seen a real woman before. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? Never seen a real woman before. Why? Because the character looks good? And they're not, like, 500 pounds or, like, you know, Concord character? You tell me never seen a real woman before? You tell me that there's no women out there that look like this? Fuck off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'll leave it at that, okay? I'm not gonna keep saying any more than what I've already said. I'm getting heated, okay? But, yeah, right? It's just, dude, I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit. Listen, I want my female characters to look good too, okay? I want my characters that I play in a video game to be cool looking, whether they're a guy or a girl or whatever else, right? You tell me that you don't want your main character to look like Cloud Strife? You tell me you don't want your main character to look like the End Administrator? You can tell me You don't want your main character to look like Master Chief? Come on, man. You want your characters to look cool. Don't want them to look like... I'm gonna take a big shot right now at you, Ash. You don't want your characters to look like Bethesda Creations? Come on, man. That's not a good-looking character. I know you don't have to see your characters in first person for a lot of those games, but it's not the point I'm trying to make, man. Yeah, exactly, right? You want a cool-looking character, whether they be a guy or a girl. Doesn't matter. There's unrealistic proportions, whatever else, jiggle physics. Dude, go bash on... Don't go bash on any of them. Actually, I'm gonna retract that statement. I was gonna say something about Dead or Alive. But Dead or Alive's got some cool-looking characters, too. So, again, if you can't get behind a cool-looking character or, a scantily clad-looking character in a video game... I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be a video game critic if that's what's going to deter you from giving a game a good rating or supporting a game, right? That's, in my opinion, that's stupid. That's stupid. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I don't know. I'll leave it at that.
This doesn't look
End
like
rant.
news. I'll access connection logs from nearby base stations. This will let me verify.
Well, that's why I got off. Well, it's not the reason why I got off Twitter, but I got off Twitter a long time ago just because I kept seeing a lot of shit I didn't care about, and everybody's so easily hurt, and then there's just it's plagued with bullshit ever since Elon Musk took it over, right? Like it truly is, man. Twitter went from something that I used to frequent every single day and I use like all the time to something that I just lost complete care for. And then I was like, you know what, I'm deleting my account. I don't even care anymore, man. I don't care if these companies have like no way to contact me for sponsorship opportunities or any of that shit anymore, to play their games or participate in betas or giveaways or whatever else. Like, that's the stuff that I used to look forward to on Twitter, and now I just don't even care about it at all. I really don't. It's sad. And now the only way that companies have to contact me for opportunities is if they go and they look up a way to find my business email. So there you go. Which I've been getting a lot of like contacts recently because of the last couple of videos I put it on the channel, which is kind of cool to see. Details I cannot disclose, but really cool to see that, like, you know, companies really are taking notice of the channel. So again, hats off to you guys for giving me the opportunity, and stopping by and checking out those videos, subscribing to the channel, and really like boosting viewership, leaving your interactions, whether they be comments or thumbs ups or whatever else, just even the dislikes. It's increasing interactions, and companies are taking notice. So that's really big for somebody with 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, right?
Looking for this guy?
Very, very appreciative of you guys. I truly am.
My leg! They broke my leg!
They what?
Take a look. Who attacked you?
I don't know. Land breakers, probably.
Land breakers are now limb breakers.
Just a flesh wound. No.
Just a flesh wound.
They weren't out to
Just a flesh wound. They broke his leg. How can you say there's no broken bones if they broke his leg?
Let's look for some.
What?
Really?
Does Hartman not know what a broken bone feels like?
Here.
Well, luckily for you,
This place is one.
I got some
water.
powder.
No way I'm coming back.
I can't remember what it's called. Buck something powder.
It all happened just now. I got back, found the contract, and started driving to your place. Everything was fine until, kabam! The tires of my car blew out.
Well, maybe you didn't have enough tire pressure in them.
So I stopped the car to take a look.
Or maybe you had them over
Surrounded by
pressure.
a landbreaker mob. attacked me, dragged me out of the car, threw me on the ground, and nabbed all my stuff.
This sounds like a landbreaker to me.
It happens all the time, but these breakers actually said, "Too little money. Leader won't be happy." they took all my money. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, maybe. Dude, what a shot. I was like, we're gonna kick the crap out of this guy. Oh, he's broke.
Say those words. This looks suspicious to me, Ant-Man. Let's investigate the site of the attack.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe all the grip was wore down, right?
I'll get people from the
All the tread was exposed, and then all of a sudden the tire had a blowout.
Try to prioritize this.
Maybe
Feel free to
he had on a dummy tire, and he didn't realize that he was over the distance recommendation, which what is it, 100 kilometers or something usually? You guys probably measure things in miles where you are, but I can't remember anyways. Maybe he drove over the limit with his dummy tire. The spare, you know what I'm talking about? A dummy tire. Used bolts. Or maybe, you know, they shot crossbow bolts into his tire.
Where should we?
Maybe.
This doesn't look right. These landbreakers conducted the attack too professionally.
Too professionally?
Yes, an amateurish pretense of a landbreaker attack. True breakers won't take out tires with crossbow bolts. They only grab things that look expensive. Files and contracts are worthless to them.
Dude, Wolfguard's so cool.
This feels like a setup done by civilized people from the band.
All right, let's go talk to Hartman. Your leg wasn't broken. It was just a flesh wound. You can't be standing on your leg already if it was broken. This dude, he exaggerates. So are we not going to track down these lane breakers? Yes, we've met with Hartman. It's fine to trust. I'm still a little worried. I am still a little worried. Well, there you go. The road is rough. And apparently, if you're driving by some lane breakers, you might get a crossbow bolt in your tire. Probably best to have no spare change on you. Or maybe you just go completely digital with all your transactions, because isn't that like what I feel? Somebody said that recently to me. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody said that in the States they're really trying to push for like just digital payments only, which is very bizarre to me. How can you not have cash? That is so bizarre. Anyways, that's just a little side thought of mine. That's, I don't know if there's even any validity to that, but that's a wild approach. Very wild approach. Right, so now I'm gonna see if I need more materials. Level 90 weapon, level 90 weapon, level 80 weapon. Central bank digital, dude, that is wild. That is wild. How are you going to eliminate cash? I get it. It's going to, you know, deter a lot of like criminal activity and so on and so forth. But that is that's massive. That is a massive change to implement, no matter where you are. Let's see what I need to upgrade this one. Okay, so I'm going to need more tuning materials, right? Heavy cast iron. So that's probably what I'm going to want to focus on. Which would be here, weapon tune. Have I not... Okay, I was going to say, have I not completed this?
Hi, Endman.
Alright, I'm gonna swap out Ember and I'm gonna put back, no, or not. I'm gonna keep Ember in my party because I misclick things. That's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm in Canada, and even we're not that to that approach yet. Okay, we still got cash. We got rid of our pennies, which is weird. We no longer have pennies in Canada. That's weird. Everything now is in multiples of 5. Because somebody thought that was a wise idea too. Apparently that was supposed to save a bunch of money somehow by stopping the production of pennies. They use kilometers? Yeah, I think it's pretty much like mainly the state that's in like metric or whatever, right? For a lot of like their measurements. I don't even know if miles falls in the metric, but I'm gonna guess it does. My apologies for my negligence or ignorance. I am not very well versed in anything to do with like the world. I am very much like in my own bubble. Okay? Very much in my own bubble. Until somebody mentions something to me, and you know, that's just by nature of my job. Well, that's what they said. They eliminated all of our 1 cents, all of our pennies. We have nothing now, right? There's no pennies here. It makes no sense. Sorry, that's my dad jokes ringing through here. Okay. We have no cent. We have no cents in Canada. Nothing makes sense. But anyway, if we get any sort of stuff that comes across the border, usually it comes with it like a COD, right? So we've got to collect on delivery, and a lot of stuff still does have cents tied to it. So I don't know how that works when it gets converted across the border or whatever. But it's a very interesting thing that I do not want to know more about. I take everything at face value, okay? Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if that's how it works, then I guess I just gotta abide or adapt to how this works and not fully understand it, but I guess I just gotta accept this change, right? So I guess it's kind of the same thing for a lot of other people out there as well, where they're just like, well, I mean, if that's how things are gonna go, I guess. I don't know. And that is Gavin's education for today, okay? Sometimes it's better to not question anything and just accept it. Don't ever question anything. Just accept the world that is given to you and don't ever inquire. That's it's literally the worst advice ever. Don't ever ask questions. Just accept what you're given, okay? And that is the true mastery to understanding how the world works. Dude, I'm telling you, man. The price of fuel? That's a whole other topic, man. That is a whole other topic. It literally went up by like, I think it was almost like 12 cents a liter or something here, like the other day. It's spiking bad. But again, just accept what you're given and don't ever question it. These are the secrets to life. That's how I made it this far in life, right? I never questioned anything. I just
Finally pulled it off.
Yep.
And it's because we all stuck together.
Oh, my coworkers are getting 1/3 of the work that I'm getting? Yeah, sure, I'll do triple. I don't mind. That's the Well, if that's how it's supposed to be, I guess I gotta accept it. Dude. Where I live is very, like, secluded. So the majority of the people driving around here, they act like the main street is, it's a parade. And they're in the parade, and everybody's participating in the parade that goes from one end of the main street to the other end of the main street. And then when they hit one of the ends of Main Street, then they turn around and they go back up to the other end of Main Street, and they repeat that all day. Because they're in a parade, a never-ending parade, and it never stops, and that's... And it's the same people and the same vehicles that are continually just going up and down Main Street because there's nothing to do here. And, they're really contributing to the cost of fuel. I promise you. They act like fuel's free, and they're in the parade, and the parade requires them to be in the parade perpetually. And they never deviate from the parade. They don't even go home. They stay out at all hours of the day, and they're just constantly back up and down Main Street just to be in the way. And then they're like, look at me, I'm in the parade. I'm driving from one end of Main Street to the other. Hey, everybody sees me. I'm in the parade. And that's what I do, parade. And yeah, anyways, maybe that's a little too close to home. I truly do just feel like that's the way of life around here, okay? The oddballs like me, we go out and get groceries, and then, you know, we drive around to do our job, and then we go home for the rest of the day. But the majority, the general public, are in the parade every day, and all night and all day they are in the parade. End rant. But anyways, I feel like that's a great topic to end on, right? My little rant about my hometown. But we did a couple quests a day. We made a little progress. We did our thing. We rambled. We complained about devs and you know, how the public accepts the designs in video games, or does not accept, for that matter. We talked about upcoming updates. We watched a trailer. We're getting excited for more Honkai Star Rail on the channel, more Genshin, more Arknights, more Goddess Victory NIKKE. Did I say Zenless already? I don't know if I did, but Zenless. We're going to keep things going. There's going to be more reactions as well, so stay tuned for them. I promise they will be here. Whether they get uploaded separately from the streams or not, that's another thing to be seen, possibly. Don't know why I'm waving my hands around, but 6-7, that's going to do it for the stream. So again, if you guys are watching after the fact, then I highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel for more streams and reactions and all kinds of different content, and bickering and complaining and getting a little too close to home. And anyways, that is going to do it for this one. So I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you all for the next one tomorrow, because we stream from Monday to Thursday every single week, around reset time for NIKKE, okay? I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace.